Alright, so originally I was going to live stream this, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to record it because I might be getting some food brought to me here in a bit. And if I do a recording, I can just stop the recording and upload it and come back and everything rather than having to cut. But anyway, you'll notice there is a new icon here on Space Engineers. This is the most recent update. And if I go over here to Steam, the Fieldwork pack, I've already bought the actual DLC. And this just gives the decorative blocks. So I'll be able to actually utilize all of the new decorative blocks and everything. In addition to that, the update itself added quite a bit of stuff. So we got all these new signals, updates to the projectors. We got a new small oxygen tank. We get the Prototech fusion reactor, which we now know it's confirmed it utilizes hydrogen and is much more efficient than the hydrogen engines. There's the refill stations, which I probably will not be using as I play solo, so I won't have any use of these. And then we have the large grid small connector to utilize these small connectors on small grids. So now my small grid ships, such as the Arcadia that I've printed off from that blueprint from the Steam Workshop, which I can show the original creator if you want to take a look at that. But I can actually modify that now and get rid of that massive connector and change it for a small grid connector to save space on the ship itself. But there's been a complete overhaul of how the unknown signal system works, pretty much everything, as far as like all the encounters and stuff. I did change my solo world to be a privated online game. So maybe I'll get lucky and get some of the strong unknown signals to spawn. I wasn't aware of this, but apparently those have actually been in the game for a while, which I didn't know because I don't play multiplayer. And apparently those are only supposed to spawn if you have more than one person in a server. Now, I play by myself. I don't have any other friends who play this. Generally, I play all my games alone, so I will not be seeing any of the strong unknown signals, unfortunately, unless it bugs out and lets me see it. But as soon as we jump in here and it loads up, we should get some of the new encounters that come in, which I think this safe here, I was in the Arcadia, I was just about to do a jump to get some unknown signal to pop up, but if I'm not mistaken, because I did load into this during the stream, I thought the stream was going to be over a lot quicker. In fact, I think it's still actually going on. The kind of showcase of the DLC and everything, the official Keen live stream of it. But if I'm not mistaken, it was a signal spawn. Yeah, the Space Pirate Vulture, which I don't particularly feel like fighting with this ship, so I'll jump over to my my other ship there. And I'm going to try to dock this thing up. Ready to lock. Okay. So that'll be good for now. But I want to go ahead and jump over to my frigate here. Ooh, actually, we got an unknown signal right here. So we're going to go over to that first, and we're going to check out the basic unknown signals. The skin increase, like the increase for how many spawns, like skins you can actually get in a 48-hour period has increased, as well as the rarity of skins that you can get from these have increased. So I do still get that. This should also be, hopefully, yeah, that's one of the new unknown signals, I think. And yes, sir, it is. So we're going to take a look at this. Ooh, we got the lava rifle. That's one I definitely did not have. So already that's pretty good. Much better rewards out of it. This one has a ore detector on it. So that's much better. Got that antenna, which is pretty good. The thruster on here. Go ahead and take that anyway. Though I don't need the parachute hatch, but already that's pretty cool. My station's over here. I think that vulture despawned, which is a bit unfortunate, but I should be capable of getting plenty more of those types of spawns coming in. Regardless, yeah, I'm almost certain it despawned. But anyway, regardless, we're still going to hop into the frigate and we'll jump with that and try to get some more of these new signals. The last thing I was doing before the update, I was messing around with Arcadia and stuff. I hadn't reconfigured anything on her since that video. Ooh, we got an unidentified signal pretty close by. So torn. We're going to go for the unidentified signal because there is a chance of getting the new block from that, which is something I really want to get a hold of. Is that new excuse me? I don't know why all of my guns just fired for a second there. Not sure what that was about. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. We'll dump all these parts off. See, inventory, ship, hide empty. Let's take a look here. We still got plenty of ammo, so we're gonna go and grab the components necessary for a hack computer, and we'll jump over to that unidentified signal. Clear this. Search. Hacking computer. Boom. Grab all the components I need. There we go. We're going to jump over here. You'll notice the inventory for my character has been increased. I was messing with the some of the new settings, and I decided to go ahead and increase my character carry limit to 10 times the base. It was set to 3, which is the default when you're making a survival. But I figured, you know what, we have so much storage on the base and everything. All that does is just make it much more frustrating to actually carry everything back and forth on the character. So we're just not gonna bother with that. Let's see. So we were at 2,000. So we'll go to 2024. That's just under that signal there. So we're gonna go ahead and jump. Actually, we'll make a save just in case. Hopefully I'll be able to cancel that if I need to reload my save. So there we go. The game was just thinking for a second here. So we got the unidentified signal right down here. I'm not actually seeing anything on it. I'm thinking my view distance might be kind of messed up here, so let's go ahead and save changes here. And we're going to back out. And I'm going to change this back from a multiplayer just to a single player, just on the off chance that's screwing with my view distance. So we're going to come here to edit settings. We're going to change this to be just offline. Okay. Now we're going to go back into edit settings and double check 50 kilometers is my view distance. So yeah, that should be good. Everything else is the way that I left it. So we have a few new settings here, like the unsafe piston pulses, share inertia tensor, and unsafe torques. I've left these enabled just for the hell of it. You don't normally really need those unless you're really messing with stuff, but we're going to keep it on regardless. From what I understand, it adds in a bunch of extra physics mechanics that kind of eat up some of your processing power and stuff, but my PC is a big boy, it can handle that. But yeah, if someone's playing on like older hardware or like the Steam Deck or on console or something like that, you probably need to turn those off if you're not actually using it. Like I said, I was going to live stream, but I figured, you know what, since I'll probably be getting some food coming soon, I'll just, you know, like I explained before, I'll just do a regular recording. If I get some food and everything, I'll just pause the game, stop the recording, go eat. It looks like we got 3 of the outposts and 3 ships protecting that. So this should be pretty good here. And we got a signal actually already over there. So let's take a look at what that is. That's definitely one of the new ships. But we're here for the unidentified signal first. So we're going to go for that. I already have a save before getting to it, so we should be safe to get a bit closer, pop another save just in case. But if anything terrible happens along the way, I do have a reload point. Some of the other notable changes, they changed how the experimental mode works now. So mods, like just having a mod doesn't enable the experimental mode. So you can actually play a survival game with a skybox and everything, and it doesn't put you into experimental mode just for a skybox. But they've also changed the small grid jump drives to add in, I think, a little more than double what the original weight capacity for a jump drive was. Actually, I'm going to turn that dampeners on real quick, and I want to take a look at what that is, because that's not the signal. Okay, that's just a weird shaped small asteroid, because the ship was up here, but I seen something else flickering that looked a lot like a grid. But that's actually a very interesting looking ship. One thing that I'm not sure of is if there's going to be a lot of like derelict ship encounters and stuff that's going to still have the red beacons flashing the pirate beacons, or if there's going to be some that have like a different colored, like unknown faction beacon to it. I think primarily the beacons that I'll be getting is probably still going to be primarily Space Pirate, but I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they added in different faction like Mayday beacons, or if it's all going to be still red for the Space Pirate faction like normal. One thing that they did mention during the stream is that they did not add any new encounters for the Factorum. They just made some changes to the existing encounters to add in the new block to potential rewards for these encounters. So it's still going to be the same type of encounters that we get for the unidentified Factorum encounters. But like I said, there's going to be some alternate versions, like how before, you know, you could get assemblers, or you could get refineries, or you might not get anything on the grid, but just kind of stuff spawned around it. There's just going to be different versions of the existing, if I can stop burping, excuse me, of the existing encounters. So it's a little disappointing there wasn't anything else new added, but also I still haven't gone, if I can speak, still haven't gotten to experience all of the current encounters that you can come across. Okay, we're going to be coming in pretty close to this soon, so I'll go ahead and I'll start slowing down a little bit here. Let me look at all of the weapons. We're focused on weapons. I could do default, I suppose. That would probably work out better, just for this particular encounter, because of the listening posts. You have to fully disable those, I believe. Just shooting off the weapons doesn't work, or at least there was that one. It might have just been glitched out, but there was that one that I had taken all the guns off of the listening posts, but it was still not deactivating the shield. And that could have just been a bug, or it could have been that I couldn't get to the power from there. But I also, the spawn on that one was kind of unfortunate, because the asteroids were all facing towards the shielded base, and there's not much that I could do as far as like bringing the ship close, because it was still getting bombarded by the shielded base in the middle. I could have tried to just fly in there, but I didn't want to mess with having any issues with that. And I do have the components for a hacking computer on me. It might be a good idea to put this in the cockpit, but I'll keep it on me for right now. If I need to reload, I can. In fact, let me make a save just outside of distance for this. So there's one of the substations there. I see on the radar, yeah, there's another ship right there next to it. So what I would like to do, so you just get in range of that other ship, hopefully not. Actually, I don't think this particular one has a system in place for that, but I want to not lock onto that. I want to lock onto the ships first before taking out those listening posts. Just so that way I have less guns being trained on me as a whole. Which is a ship right here. Ooh. Yeah. Target a high profile first. There we go. And big volleys. I want to disable this high profile ship as soon as I can. Because this one has railguns, which can get very obnoxious very quickly. Let me see if I can get back within range. Yep. Okay. Alright, so we've disabled that one. Now we want to go for this other high-profile escort. If I can... There we go. Get it to lock on. Okay, we got another high-profile. So all three of those ships that spawned around were all high-profile. It's a little rough, but it's not too bad, I suppose. We should be able to repair up pretty quickly when we get back to the base. Okay, we're getting out of range. I want to try to fix that if I can. Oof. Okay, it's called in some more escorts here. New drones. We're getting dangerously close to that. So I want to try to get out of here as soon as I can. Seems my weapons are distracted by the much closer targets at the moment. Okay, come on. Disable, please. Okay, we've disabled that. Now I can work on getting turned around here. Still firing on something. Oh, okay. That should be fine. Let's head back in here. Straight back to the fray. Let's see, we got zone substations, listening posts. Okay. So I guess we're gonna go for this, oh, there it is. I knew there were some more ships. I was looking for them, but I didn't see the signals, so... There's one right here. Actually, I think that's the listening post that I'm looking at right there. Don't know if it's just me, but it feels like there's more drones being spawned now. So maybe that was a bit of a change they made and just didn't mention it during the stream. Or maybe I didn't catch it, but certainly feels like there's more spawns for the basic Factorum encounters here. Try to switch target if I can. It feels like I'm able to dodge the railguns a bit easier now, too. I'm taking some pretty big hits here, but... So we're out of weapon range on that one. Something right here. Ooh, we got hit by a railgun. That's not great for us. Oh, there's another high-profile escort over here. Try to lock onto this. I'm wondering if maybe it's going to keep spawning stuff in until it's disabled. No, taken. It's... Okay, we've gotten kind of close here. Let's, so we can't lock onto that one. Let's lock onto this, see if I can take this one out. Okay, I missed with that. One of my upwards thrusters have been removed. That's going to hamper our maneuverability a little. Thinking whatever... Oh, that must be the high-profile escort that got taken out there. There's another one right here. We're going to go for this with the railgun as soon as I get a lead indicator. I think that was a hit, but I don't know. Okay, we got another rail drone coming in. Got one behind us too. Take a shot at this once the railgun charges. See, I need to be, what, 140, I think? That might be why some of my shots didn't hit before, because I wasn't thinking about that. 150, 140. Okay, let's try to hit this. Missed. Damn it. Okay, we got that drone. That listening post might be disabled. Because I was locked on, but it wasn't actually firing on it. It's hard to tell. There we go. That's definitely going to be going on to the target itself. And my railgun has been disabled, I'm just now noticing. Okay, so we've lost the lock. I think that's due to the asteroid being in the way. Let's try locking onto this one. I'm gonna fire it all. Yep, okay. That's good. Okay, we lost the lock on that one. So these listening posts still, like, they gotta still be active, right? At least one of them. Okay. Had one volley. Two. And we unlocked. Go for this drone here. None of those hit. Outside of range. Go, we're opening fire. None of those hit. Okay, we've got it a couple times. There we go. That should be out completely now. Shouldn't need to worry about it. So now I want to start heading back. In the meantime, let's check on our ammo supplies, how much we got. We're still good. We got plenty. Fortunately, the railgun is disabled. Doesn't look too bad, but I can't fire it and it's not charging the rest of the way, so... Oops. Turn the dampeners back on, but get our speed increasing here. Used about half of our hydrogen fuel supply. So it should still be good to be able to grab some stuff and jump back to the base. Turn the dampeners back on here. So we got listening post, zone substation. I'm not seeing any extra markers on here, so it might just be these. Try to get an angle on this substation. If I can. Okay, we're taking some hits here. There we go. Oh, that's something further out. It's not the one I wanted to target. Try to keep dodging that. See if I can get closer here. That's the other substation. Or the listening post, I guess I should say. None of my guns are firing on that, so I don't think that's something to worry about. It's just a substation I need to get rid of. If I get within 800, it should start auto-firing the turrets on it, and then I don't have to lock. Need to try to stay within 800 of this, but still trying to dodge fire from the actual station. Game had a little hiccup there. Don't know if that's going to come across in the video or not, but taking a beating here. Got some more railgun drones. It's really unfortunate. We might not be able to take this one. We're taking a lot of damage and I don't have any of my guns firing again, so let's try to focus on these drones, I guess. 17 are on, but okay, so I got one on the rear that wants to fire. I think that's all I got now. I'm assuming the conveyor connection for the rest of them got disabled. And we're not firing. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty unfortunate here. I'm just gonna boost up out of here. I'm just going to try to run. Let's see here. Jump, drive, and then one thing that is great that they added is a search bar for the jump drive. Leave that on, and hopefully it won't smack into anything, but oops. I'm gonna fly over here to this unknown signal. Apparently we're actually still 800 kilometers away from the thing, the base. Yeah. So we'll need to make a second jump, I guess. Let's see here, what do we got? Didn't get anything out of that, but do have slightly better rewards. What does this have? Inset light. Beam block with a parachute hatch on there. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to catch up to the frigate before it gets too far away. I'm not sure what caused me to not do that full jump, but whatever it was, hopefully we'll be able to do another jump and get back to the base. I don't particularly feel like having to reload, actually. I kind of feel like just bringing us back, doing the repairs on it, which I noticed the projector on it was damaged, so I'll probably have to repair that manually and then turn... Well, actually no, if I get within range of the build and repair system, that should take care of it. And then I can turn the projector on and get the ship repaired up. But I kind of want to take the Arcadia out for some of these other signals. Now, with that one, if that gets damaged, I might actually reload. Unfortunately, it's going to be kind of slow going to catch up to the frigate, I think. One thing that I do want to see... No, okay. I can't... Well, it might be because of my settings. No? Okay. I guess, that might not be an antenna that I'm using to broadcast the location of the frigate, but instead a beacon, and if that's the case, that's probably why I can't connect to it. I can't remember what settings I had for. I'm going to try to do like an intersecting flight path and see if maybe I can catch up a little quicker. The most I can do is 10 meters per second as far as catching up, because her flight block is set to 100 meter per second max speed, and she's probably already reached that, and AI block's taking hold of the rest. As soon as I get on there, I need to turn the auto dock flight off because the AI flight is quite heavy on fuel consumption, and she was already less than half when we made the jump. But we'll see what we can do. Now, I could just respawn and spawn in on her, but then I'd lose everything in my inventory. I'd have to bring her to a stop, fly back, grab my stuff, and then fly back in. Another thing that I've been meaning to do and haven't yet is change the skybox again, because I still remember the seeing that issue, the glitch in it where it has lettering in one section of the skybox, and that still bugs me. So alright, slowly getting closer here. Finally. Now, the time on that unidentified signal, if there's enough time left after repairs, I might be able to head back out and hit it again. I mean, as long as there's some time left when that shield goes down, then I should be able to slap a hacking computer on there and claim that grid before it disappears. Let's see here, can I... So it should be Control Z. Guess I need to be closer to dampen. I'm just going to keep Control held down and occasionally check to see if I can dampen to her. I'm not sure what the actual range is for dampening. $150 maybe? Yeah, 150 is the max range for dampening. We're back on, which is great. We'll hop in here and we'll turn that off and we should come to a stop here. Yeah, we're pretty low on fuel now. But now that she's got her dampeners on, feel a little bit more confident in coming out here for this unknown signal. And one thing that I can do when I get back, I can use the conveyor network visualizer and see where the brake is. Maybe I can manually repair that and get some of the guns back up. Now we might be able to check out some of these unknown signals while we wait for the jump drive to charge. Although it should be pretty close to being done as long as none of the batteries got fucked. Okay, we got another one of these red cargo style. Oh, we got a leopard rifle. Some cobalt, some interior plates. It's not bad, actually. It's pretty good. I kind of like that. Let's get back to the frigate. Oops. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab our visualizer here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the midpoint there is where our conveyors got royally fucked. Because I think... Let's see here. Yeah, we lost a connection there. We lost that gun. This one should still be able to fire. This one, I believe, should still be able to fire, although we don't have a connection to anything back here. I think most of our cargo is in the front. I know our rear turret works. Yeah, that's like some pretty deep internal damage there. Let's see if I can fly in here. Let's see, can I actually access any of... No, I don't have direct access, I don't believe, to any of that. It's under the floor. So, doing repairs on that would be a pain if I didn't have the bar system. That's our reactor right there. We got something over here that's just kind of damaged. I think that's one of the guns. So, yeah, overall, we took quite a bit of damage. Disabled the vast majority of our weaponry. Let's go back over here, tab 1. Okay, so our jump drive is ready. And since I can't really on the fly repair much of the internals, looks like we're just going to be going back to the base for repairs. So let's check the jump drive. So we do still have the moon base selected. Oh, you know what? I do know what happened. One of the jump drives was damaged. That's more than likely why I couldn't make that full distance. There we go. Oh, yeah, now we're pretty close to the base. So we can go over here, pop a manual save, and see if the docking works. It should. See, what was that? That was the mag plates, which are gone. I replaced those for landing gear, actually. But I didn't change the blueprint for that, so... And that was because the mag plates were having an issue where when I rotated it would detach from grids. Sorry, you'll have to excuse my coughing. I picked up a new juice for my vape, but I didn't realize that it had a lot more nicotine than what I normally get. And by a lot more, I mean normally I smoke 3 or 6 milligrams per milliliter, and the new juice had 18 milligrams per milliliter. So quite a bit more than what I'm used to, and it's been making me cough quite a bit. That's not great. Ship wants to crash and break pieces off for some reason. We do still... Oh, we don't have our docking port on that side anyway. So never mind, we're just going to turn the auto dock off. And we're going to manually dock this. And I'm going to have to paint that piece that just broke off here. I'm going to have to paint that red and have that deleted out. In fact, actually, I think I'm going to delete out the station that we stole the last episode. Come back and come up. It's too far. Right around here should be close enough. That'll work. So we'll dock up here. Come back over this side. Our projector's still messed up, but that'll be okay. We're gonna come over here. And we're going to select our deletion red. Paint that up. And I believe it was weld before grind, so it might be a minute before this gets got. Unless it's outside of range, but I don't think it should be. No, it definitely is actually, now that I think about it, because I changed the the range on this, which I had it down. I need to bring it up again. So we'll do build and repair, vertical offset. We'll bring that back to, yeah, that'll be alright. There we go, get rid of that. And I should be able to paint this up, and it should get rid of that. Want to go in here and charge up. Turn my light off. There we go. Yeah, it should break down that whole thing. In the meantime, we can take a look over here. Let's see. I think everything should be good enough for right now. I don't think I'm going to utilize the combat AI on Arcadia. But I should be able to undock. Come over here. Let's check out the jump drive. Let's see, stored power, max jump distance. I can't remember if that's the same or not. I think that's a little bit more. I think actually that is in fact the maximum possible jump distance because the weight limit should have been updated. Which I'm wondering if I attach up to this and then check that. Jump drive 17 kilometers. So yeah, I think it's taken taken that effect pretty well, considering that's connected to the entire base, 17 kilometers. That doesn't sound like a whole lot because it's not, but for how much weight the base actually is, that's not bad for a single small grid jump drive. Regardless, let's go and take a look back at that jump drive. And what we want to do, make sure we don't have anything selected. We'll do a blind jump for, say, 60 kilometers out. We'll jump out that way. Nope, it's not 6, it's on 7 for this one. Make a save. And let's try to get a hold of some of these new encounters. If anything's gonna spawn for me. Well, not see any. We got an unknown signal though, so we'll head off to that. Just fly the ship over there. 40 kilometers a second should be fine. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye out for any new signals. And if something bad happens to Arcadia and I reload the save, I'll change the skybox when I do that. Because I have a few to select from. Speed down a little bit here. I think right about here should be close enough. It'll start getting a little bit closer as it slows down, but go ahead and fly over to it. Oh, well, shit. Okay, we are gonna need to reload. Because I don't have a spawn on the Arcadia. So damn, I'm fucking stupid. Let's go ahead and edit settings while we're at it. Mods, we'll switch the skybox out. Let's go with, I'm thinking Nemesis. Throw that on. And then we'll take off the Belial. Okay on that. Okay. I'll load in. We'll take a look at what the Nemesis skybox look like. That unknown signal, I don't think it'll spawn in the same place again. There should be one to spawn at the same time, regardless, but not in the same spot necessarily. So. So yeah, this skybox looks pretty nice. I'm not immediately seeing any odd lettering. So that's a plus. Let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, zoomed in, it's still not super crisp. I definitely want to go looking for some 4K skyboxes at some point. The 40K that you've seen on the tag for the skybox mods I have, that's for Warhammer 40K, not like, you know, a 4K resolution. But not seeing any beacons. We got the unknown signal again, but yeah, it is in a different location this time. We'll bring it up to 100 meters a second to get over there. I do like the skybox though. This one's not bad. I'll give some of the other ones a go too, just not immediately. Yeah, we'll let it start slowing down right here. Fly off. And go ahead and change my dampener settings. Maybe I don't. Oh, this is one of the cool ones. So we want to dampen to this before we get too close, because it might want to take off. Nope, nothing special on it. We got some nice components on there. And it's just got a H2O2 connected directly to that large thruster. And steal the components off of this. We can take that ice. Now we can take those. Take that cargo. I don't want that. We'll take the camera and the battery. And screw it, we can take the solar cells too. Okay. Now then, where did my ship go? Should have been stopping, so I doubt it got too far away from me. It should actually be over in this direction somewhere. That's really, really unfortunate. Oh. Yeah. This skybox has to go now too. Alright. Yeah, what I'm going to do is Shift Alt F10. We'll go to the entity list. And Arcadia is right here. So let's see. You got the planet to the bottom of her. That gives me a good bit of information. So from here, front of it was facing that way. Arcadia was going in this direction. It should be... No, that's not her. It's not her either. Damn. I thought that was a good bit of information, but I guess not. I don't think I can cheat and just teleport to her, though. That's the wrong one. Arcadia jump shit. Oh, okay, I can actually teleport here. Cool. There we go. So we're back to the Arcadia. Oh, that's why I couldn't find her. I was over 100 meters away. Or right about 800 meters away. So that. Some weird asteroid formation. That little tiny things like that, like flying very quickly and smacking into one of those, can be absolutely devastating. But no, we don't have any new things here yet. What we're gonna do, we're gonna jump off that way, right there. And we're gonna set the jump drive to, instead of about 60, we're gonna bump that up to like 109, something like that. That'll do. Also make sure I turn on my antenna this time around. Now we're loading into a new section of space. See if that's enough to get some more signals popping in. Not seeing anything immediately. One thing I could slap on Arcadia here is a ore detector, maybe. Oh, okay, we got Pirate Beacon and a Mayday. Pirate Beacon was up here somewhere. Let's go to our camera, see if I can find it. I don't think any of the cargo ships are going to be considered Mayday signals. Okay, so I don't see it, but we're just going to start boosting this way at a relatively slow speed. I see something over here that might just be an asteroid pretty far out. And indeed it is. It's a really tiny one. Okay. Oh, there's the beacon. Okay, it's a destroyed red ship. I see more lettering in the sky, it looks like. That right there is definitely a G, and I'm not sure what that one is. Like an upside down F maybe, and a T. This wreck looks kind of similar to one of the ones I've seen before, but I'm thinking it's probably completely different. I think I'll keep the autocannon selected here. I don't remember what the range was on the autocannon, but it's definitely better than the Gatling. I know that one for sure. Start slowing down here. Keeping an eye out for any turrets, but I'm not seeing any, so it's a good sign. I'm not being shot just yet. It's also a good sign. Probably don't want to go in front of those rocket pods. That would probably be a bad idea. Don't know if it's got AI to fire those or not, but I don't want to be directly in front of them just in case. I shouldn't have any rotation to it at all, because I'm pretty sure that's a gyro floating right there. Okay, it does have a gun. Did have a gun. Not seeing any more on it though. I'm gonna check the back half before I get out of the ship and get killed. Okay. Looks safe enough to me. We'll get Arcadia kind of close to the midsection here. Right there should be good. Come to a complete stop. Alright. Let's take a look here. What do we got? Got 2 hours for it to despawn. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate. So you know what this means. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to hit yes, I meant to hit no, but it'll be okay. Or just manually select a backup. Yeah, let me check the time as well. As before we got to it, it's fine. Luckily, this time around, we already know the bullshit about this one. So we got the gun on top, a gun inside. There might be more. Disabled now. We've definitely lost a chunk of the ship here. Yeah, a couple pieces. Nothing important, it seems. Guns are still active, so should be fine. We did tear up a bit of our shielding around our thrust there, so that's always fun. Play peekaboo with this internal turret. Oh, did I lock to something by mistake? I must have. I did, yeah. Okay, so we're not going to fit through there too easy. Oops. There we go. See that turret though. We need to select our cannon. Okay, that one's out. So save. Hop out of the ship. Poor guy. He must have been victim of the turret. Let's see, what do we got? Timers and command seats, don't really need those. Make sure it goes below the hack line. Now I should be able to hit K on there and get access to what we got here. So there's an ore detector on here. Let's look for hidden... Nope, no hidden warheads. There's only the one Gatling turret. Attached looks good. Well, we got a gunboat that is currently trying to wreck our ship. Locking onto the wrong things. Try to take that turret off. Got parts flying all about. That's taken. It's bad. All of our guns are gone. Okay. I don't think that's doing anything to distract it. Yeah, we got shredded up a good bit there. Looks like no scrap for us. Out of ammo on that. Oh wait, 3. My assault cannon does still have ammo. Interesting. we're just gonna let it come in a straight line to us, and as soon as I can, I'll take a shot. Okay. Let me fire that. There we go. Oh, out of munitions, so that's not great. And we got an unknown signal over here, so. Let's just try to fly away. Maybe it'll give up pursuit. Looks like it has. So hop out and hit up that unknown signal real quick. Hopefully it doesn't decide to come back and mess up my day. Got another Leopard rifle. Exhaust cap, a small battery. Don't need that. Get some materials out of it. Alright, cool. Alright, one thing I want to check. Did we take much damage to our Prototech? Not really. Okay. So that means I can actually repair this instead of having to rebuild, which is pretty good. Our subgrid landing gear on the front's got taken off, so that's a little unfortunate. So that's a bit more annoying to repair than standard. Oh, the jump drive, I didn't check that for damage. We're missing one Prototech panel. That's not too bad. Those are pretty easy to get a hold of. I think I can actually make those. So that's not an issue. Go to the jump drive. And we'll look for the moon. Select that. And jump back to the base and repair up. So it's definitely looking like some of these new kind of events are a lot more challenging. Which honestly I think is a good thing. Because that lets me know that I need to work on some of my designs and... well, not even my designs, these are... all of my combat ships are just taken off the workshop, pretty much. But that lets me know I need to grab better workshop creations. Oh, man. What do we got? Oh, okay. I got worried for a second. I seen stuff flying towards me. I thought I was being shot at. And we'll just leave her floating here for right now. Now grab a projector. And as you can see, there's actual markings on it now, which is great. We'll go kind of a black sort of look. I'm not sure. I know I can put it here and it should be fine. And we got a control panel connected to it now, finally. So we can do the class jump ship. Oh. Well, that was a mistake. Toggle that off. And my grinder. We'll get rid of that. Okay, that'll work. And we'll go here to 4P red. Control shift paint, and paint. Oh, that's not good. Okay, exit. No. If only I was smart. Okay. So now I want to go to the build and repair, toggle that off. Now I want to go here, select my blueprint for Arcadia. Multiple grids are not supported, that is fine. And we want to move it to the left, which would be a horizontal offset negative. Couple blocks, vertical. Bring her down. And left. That's too much, I think. Actually, no, it's not too much. Something like that in a vertical offset. Needs to be here. Right there. Not quite. No, actually, I think that's just about perfect. Yeah, in fact, that is perfect. Okay. And we want to turn... No, that's not perfect. We need to go forward one. So that would be the forward offset 1. Nope, that's too much. Back 1. Or back a couple, actually. That was forward. Okay. That all looks like it lines up. Cockpit looks like it lines up, so that's perfect. Yeah. Check the bottom. Yeah, okay. Now we want to... Yeah, we don't care about keep blueprint, we're just gonna... Nope, that on actually. We want to turn on build. And that'll get Arcadia fully built up. And I think that green light means we're done. Yep, so we can turn this off and we can paint this in deletion red. So there we go. Now, yep, the bottom bit's been taken, so we want to find a control panel. There's one on this Gatling here. And go to the projector. Here. No, I might need to just go to the cockpit because I know I have a button set for it on the hotbar. Unless it's actually gone. Which I think it is. Yeah, it is actually gone. Okay. So that kind of sucks. We'll have to add a new one. Probably in a better place this time around. I'm thinking... So right here doesn't seem to get hit all that much. So we got the right side and the left side. And we want to paint it black will do. So yeah, that should be good. We want to turn build and repair off, which I can do that through here. And yeah, so the one up here is the one that I modified. Search for so I don't know what the antenna for this is called, if there even is one. So we're just gonna have to go to the outside of the ship here to get this blueprint lined up. Let's take a look and see, what do I need to do actually? Needs to come forward by 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs to go forward by like 5 blocks, 6 blocks. That needs to come down some. Why did I get damaged? Oh, I was over the thruster spot. Let's go here and go to projector. Forward. 6. Vertical, it needs to go down a few. That maybe. I think that went the wrong way down. Also, it needs to come back one. So I think I have the block upside down. Projector. Set of 6, we want 5. No, okay, that was the right way down. Like 13. No, never mind, it was wrong. Damn it. Something like that, maybe. Actually, yep, that's perfect. Okay, so now we can turn build and repair back on. Don't know if that'll do the original projector on there or not. Probably not. Either way, I need to come in here and recharge. Let's go in here and take a look. Is the projector coming back? No. No, it is not. It should be fine though. Here shortly I should be able to see if I need to bring the build and repairs field of influence forward some or not. If I can reach those blocks on the tip there. Which it looks like it can. Wonderful. Alright, so I need some more blocks to finish off the railgun. Aside from that, I think we should be good. I don't remember what these were for. One of them was for the projector, I know. That was for the original medic. Oh, this side just doesn't have them now. So, that's great. Anyway, that's good. Whatever. Let's check our inventory. How many rounds do we have on here? Just ship. I'd say probably enough. Oh, I know what those were for now. Those were the connectors. Yeah. Starting to realize I didn't have a blueprint of it with the connectors renamed. I don't think. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and call the recording here, and I will talk to y'all whenever I make the next video, which hopefully won't be too long from now. So until then, bye.